Hello, my name is Cody Lisk. This is my final project for ITC 3160, Database Design and Implementation. I'll be taking you guys through the GitHub repository that I've been building up over the past semester regarding a kind of delivery service, database, hypothetical situation type deal. You can go ahead and get a little bit into this README. Started with a basic introduction, something to just give an overview of what the project is before we start getting into any kind of logic. From the project requirements that were given to us in the assignment, I was able to create this list of business rules, such as orders can have one or many items, persons can leave ratings, persons can place 0 to many orders. So it's kind of clear to see from here that I've got these nouns, I've got these relationships. From these business rules, I was able to create a entity relationship diagram. A lot of these tables here is try to make it as thorough as I could, kind of thought of, or that I could kind of think of at the time. I've got tables here for orders that, of course, relate to different types of people: drivers, faculty, staff, students. Payments tables for placing those orders, paying for those orders. Businesses related, businesses that are within the network of the system, locations that stuff could be dropped off at. Tried to make it as thorough as possible. The ER diagram is a lot to look at. There's a lot of stuff going on. I think it's a little bit clearer to see in the actual data dictionary. It breaks down all of these tables down to their columns, what's in them, what kind of data types these columns are, any kind of constraints that are added to them, these not nulls. Primary keys, a lot of these will have foreign keys as well, especially when we get into stuff like orders. Orders has a lot of foreign keys. It's got to relate to a bunch of different tables. I was able to find a plugin to kind of generate a lot of this pretty HTML that you're looking at. So from that database design, I was able to implement it in MySQL, forward engineered it from the existing ER diagram. From that database instance, I ran a query here to make sure everything works, join a few tables together. I guess I should have mentioned I've fielded the database instance with test data using filldb.com. It had a fairly intuitive user interface. I was able to quickly generate lots and lots and lots of records for each of these tables. Once I had all that test data and a working database instance, I created a SQL dump file, which could be found up in the repository above, like I mentioned. It has the test data and all of the create statements necessary to recreate this database. Lastly, I took the time to create a basic Ruby on Rails front end, just a small CRUD application, only implements one table. I actually found a gem that allowed me to generate a lot of the scaffolding for these views from an existing database after I ran all the migrations and created the models. Let's see. I actually had trouble doing it on the Windows subsystem for Linux, so I actually had to install a Rails environment on a Linux partition. And so I've got as much information as I can put up there for if anyone wants to recreate this project. Of course, the persons table up here had to be renamed to people in the actual Linux environment to adhere with Rails kind of conventions, so that I could create a lot of the scaffolding. Although I've only implemented it for one of the tables, the gem actually makes it fairly easy to generate all of that scaffolding if you would like. And so theoretically, you could make this a lot. It should be fairly scalable, fairly easily. And that is my project. Thank you for time to